Today we are going to discuss about the what is meant by data analysis in a research. Okay, in the previous class we spent more time related to the experimental designs also. Why we require experimental designs, what are the different types of the experimental designs. Okay, we are having the two experimentation design we studied the quasi also, we studied the simple experimentation design also, what are the advantages. Okay, because doing the experimental designs. Okay, how to collect the data here, how we are going to segregate the results, how we are going to interpret the results with the help of experimental research design. Okay, all these things we studied in the previous class, right? So again spending the time for that one. Today what we are going to do, we are going to little bit discuss about the data analysis in research. Okay, before before going for the data analysis, first we need to get understand what is meant by the data. Yes or no? First, we are going to discuss about what is meant by the data here. Data is in the sense of that might be your input data here. Okay, that might be what the data you are going to be utilized in your experimentation or in a research design. All these things are going to be considered as a data here. Okay, friends. Before going analysis of the data, first once you decided that one, first we need to think that okay, what kind of the data is required. Okay, during my research. Okay, whether it is easy to available or not. Okay, all the data is in sense that may be your paper, that may be the raw material. Okay, that might be the research materials. Okay, that might be anything that required for your research to implement that one. All these things are going to be usually considered as a data only. Okay, now what is the definition of research in a data analysis? Okay, research data analysis, it is a kind of a process only. Okay, used by researcher for reducing a data to a story and interpreting it to derive the insight, clear cut ideas. Okay, the data analysis is a process help in reducing a large chunk of data into a smaller fragments which makes a sense. What they are telling. Once you research data analysis, it is a process only. Okay, once you got the particular data, assume like this one. For my particular project, I require the 200 bits of. I have collected around. I will tell my example only. Okay, for my research, I have collected around 600 images. Okay, is it possible to train all 600 images? No. Out of that 600 images, what I thought that okay, I started reducing my database because one image is having around 8 GB data size is there. It's very difficult to store in a laptop also. Due to that reason, I took some analysis there. Okay, what kind of data I should consider? Okay, whether the cleared images, okay, highly HD images are there. Okay, clear cut segmented images are whether I have to do that one. Okay, for that reason, to reduce the larger, bigger databases into the smaller chunk. Okay, smaller databases we are going to be consider. Yes or no? For that reason, we require the databases. For that reason, we require the data analysis here. Okay. And once you are planning to do that one, reducing the data to your project, okay, and interpret into the derived insights. Okay, whatever you are going to get the clear ideas also, we are going to get that. Otherwise, what happens? We never going to get understand this kind of the data is required. Okay, or this kind of the data is required. We never going to get understand also. Once you spend the time, once you did the particular research on that one, you are going to get the clear cut ideas. Okay, this entire analysis process is helps in reducing the large chunk, whatever already I said that one. And parallelly, you take that larger chunk of data into different smaller fragments also. Okay, once you're done with the smaller fragments, that also going to be helpful in your data analysis. Okay, at the end what they are going to conclude here, data analysis is nothing but okay, we are going to collect the larger data, we are going to make the larger databases. In that larger databases we are going to divide. Okay, we are going to derive that one into the smaller databases. During that one we are going to get the clear ideas. Okay, insights means we are going to get the clear cut ideas, we are going to be familiar with the databases also, that's also required. Okay, once you get familiar with the data, then only you are able to give input to the experiment here. Due to that reason, data analysis is required. Up to what, friends? One more thing is that why analyze the data in a research? You tell me. First thing, friends, larger data basis is going to be divided into smaller. Second thing, we can easily remove the irrelevant of the data. Yes or no? irrelevant of the data if you kept outside that one, that is not going to be utilized for your project also, in your research area also, that is going to be help. Okay, second thing. Third thing, researcher can explore the more there on the vision, sorry, mission and the audiences. Yes. Okay, if you are going to collect a particular set of the data, okay, we are going to explore that one. Okay, this kind of the data are required. Okay, instead of spending time on all the databases, we are going to be only concentrate on the fragment of the database, or you can say the fragment of the data here. You can going to spend more time, then we are going to get understand more things here. Yes or no? Right, that only they are telling. After that, one of the essential things also expected from the researcher while analyzing the data, okay, is to stay open and remain unbiased towards the unexpected patterns. Okay, friends, if you are going to spend the more time on the data, okay, you are going to do that one. No, we are going to reduce some biases also. Okay, otherwise, what happens? This biases will be if you are keep on in your project. No, it's never going to be help you to get the correct result. Okay, and sometimes we are able to remove the expected patterns also. Yes or no? Simply during the research, what we do that when we are going to collect only data. Okay, when we start the real experimentation, that time we need to be unstructured. Okay, or you can say this unexpected factors, expectation patterns we are going to be reduced there. Right? These things also there. Then expressions and results also. 100%. We given the irrelevant input to the your system, definitely you are going to get the relevant results only. Okay, that never going to be help for your project or in your result, or you can say in your research. Due to that reason, what they are telling, okay, before going to implement your project, first you do the data analysis, collect the data. 100% I am never going to say this one that your database should be small. No, collect the more data, spend the time on that, analyze that one. Irrelevant data you remove. Okay, make the larger database into the fragments of the data. Okay, give one title for that. Okay, it is required, most required, it is useful, like that. Okay, once you done this one, concentrate only on the data. Okay, whatever relevant patterns are there. Okay, whatever you feel that this database is required, spend more time on that. As per that data, no, you fix your vision and mission. That will help you to get the more data. Yes, sir, friends. This is going to be called as a why we to do the analyzing the data. Then what are the different types of data in research, sir? Okay, you said that one will be the qualitative data analysis, quantitative analysis. Already we came across this word. What is meant by qualitative? Qualitative means always we are going to be put our concentration with respect to the qualities. Quantitative means we are going to put the concentration in terms of the quantities here. Okay, qualitative data, when the data presented has a word and descriptions, okay, then we call it as a qualitative. 100% means if you are giving the data as a with respect to the quality, it is going to be called the qualitative data. Okay, although you can observe this data, it is subjective and therefore harder to analyze data in research, especially for comparison. No doubt in that. What they are telling, harder to analyze the data in a research, especially for a comparison. For comparison, always quality is going to be very difficult. Harder in the sense that uh, how we are going to make compare the two qualities of the product, like that. Yes, sir. Just to keep in your mind, friends, quality qualitative data in the sense that you are going to consider the qualities of the data, right? Okay, we are going to compare the qualities between the two kinds of the data. Which quality is good, no, that we are going to be considering. Okay, but how we are going to quality check that one? One will be that whether this image is a clear or it is having the more pixels or not. It is a lower picture or having the less pictures or less pixels or not. Okay, what kind of requirement is there? No, you collect that one. That's it. Okay, now quantitative data. Quantitative data is always in terms of numerical figures. Okay, number of quantities. Okay, that analysis also required here. Okay, some experimentations are there that require more number of quantities also. That time instead of going for the quality, we're going to go with the quantitative data also. Okay, now this type of data can be distinguished into categories. Okay, you make the different categories. Okay, 200 data with respect to this one. Okay, 100 or 200 inputs will be grouped under this one. Okay, measure that one, calculate all the data, and as per your requirement give the numbers, or you can give the ranks also. Okay, what their intention is to tell here that collect the more number of the data. Okay, make them categorize. Okay, make them as a different group as per the quality. Okay, as per your requirement give the number or give the ranks for that one. Okay, that is under the qualitative data here. So, afterwards, friends, methods used for data in qualitative research analysis. I said that one. Qualitative research analysis is little bit harder, or you can say that one the difficult that one. Due to that reason, we are going to do some methods are the categorical data. What is meant by categorical data? First, I will give the definition, then we'll have a discussion on that. Okay. Yeah. It is the data presented in a group. Okay. However, an item included in the categorical data cannot be belong to more than one group at a time. Yes, it is the data presented in a group. We are going to make the category group. Okay, data that is collected in a group now that we are going to consider. However, an item included in the categorical data cannot belong to more than one group at a time. Yes, what they are telling. Take the data, make it as a one group here. Once you added the data in a particular group, that should not be the member of another category or another group here. Means that while making only the group, you take the good decision. Categorize a particular data. Yes or no? This is the categorical data. Otherwise, what happens if you place that one the same data in a two groups here? Again, that will be confusion. What basis you kept that one? Yes or no? This is a good quality, keep in one group. It is medium quality, keep in another group. Third quality, keep in another group. Yes or no? If you are going to check for the fruits quality here, okay, in your system, what you are going to do? We got the three qualities. Okay, the same quality if you put in two data here or in two categories, that will make you to fail in a research. Okay, now content analysis. Second thing, content analysis, friends, it is widely accepted, okay, and the most frequently employed technique for data analysis in a research. Yes, data analysis in a research methodology. It can be used to analyze the documented information from text, 100%, images, and sometimes from the physical items also. Okay, depends on the research questions to predict when and where to use this method. No doubt in that. Okay, what they are telling. Okay, it is widely accepted and most frequently employed technique for a data analysis. Content analysis is the one of the reputed data analysis uh, method, friends. So it will be accepted throughout the world here. Okay, it can be used to analyze the documented information from a text, images, and sometimes from the physical items also. Okay, how we are going to do that one? If you collect the data here, okay, data related to that particular input, okay, we are going to check that one. Okay, if any um, images are available, based on that one we are going to do some analysis. Okay, otherwise some physical analysis also going to do with respect to the data here. All these things are considered. Okay, it depends on the research questions to predict when and where the to use this method. Definitely, exactly, it is going to be depends on the research questions only. Not we are not going to be considered during our experimentation. Okay, what kind of research you are going to do? No, based on that one, we are going to be use that. After that, we are going to check the considerations in a research data analysis. Okay, everywhere we have some considerations like linear literature survey in experimental designs also. Okay, even in normal research also, everywhere we discuss that one. Okay, here also we are going to have some considerations. What kind of considerations you are going to use? Now, researcher must have the necessary skills, okay, to analyze the data. No doubt. I hope you are understanding, friends. Okay, researchers should have the necessary skills to analyze the data. Okay, getting trained to demonstrate a high quality of research practice. Yes, they should have some trained also. Okay, to show that when the standard research practice, right? Ideally, researcher must possess more than a basic understanding of rationale of selecting the statistical method over the other to obtain better data insights. Definitely, if you are having the more train, okay, if you are having the more skills to analyze the data, definitely it is going to have the better data insights also, right? You are going to get some clear ideas about the data that will be help you to analyze the results afterwards. Okay, due to that reason they are telling, okay, better your researcher should have a trained, okay, should have the basic skills, okay, to analyze the data. Now, third second thing, usually research and data analytics methods differ by scientific discipline. Yes, no doubt in that. Okay, research and data analytics always differs by scientific discipline. Okay, therefore, obtaining the statistical advice at the beginning of analysis helps in designing a survey. Okay, questionnaires, selecting the data collection methods, selecting the samples. Okay, first time I said that before starting your any research work, first we need to spend the time for selecting the data collection methods. Okay, what kind of questionnaires are required, okay, what methods I'm going to be applied to collect that one, and what kind of the samples I should get select. If you are having the prior this knowledge, my friends, it's very easy to collect the data. Otherwise you are not a trained person, you don't know anything about the what kind of data is required, you don't have any questionnaires, you don't know the sampling, selecting samples also, you don't know how to select the data, then you are going to collect only that data should not be utilized in your project, that should not be happening. Okay, now third thing, the primary aim of data research and analysis is to derive the ultimate, okay, insights that are unbiased. To do that one. Okay. Any mistake in or keeping a biased mind to collect the data. Selecting analysis method or in choosing audience sample ill to return result in a drawing a bias inferences. What they are telling? I hope I cleared. Unbiased data should not be get collected. If it is you collected mistakenly, okay, always you are going to get the unbiased results only. Simple way. Okay. Keeping a biased mind to collect the data 100%. If you are in a confusion, you don't know the clear cut idea, you don't know what should I collect, where to should I collect, okay, if it is like that, never you are going to collect the correct results here. Yes or no? This is about the collecting the data here. One more thing, what they are telling, the primary aim of data research and analysis is to derive the ultimate insights that are unbiased. Clear cut they are telling. Okay, now if we make any mistake in or making a biased mind to collect the data, selecting analysis method or in choosing audience sample, it will to result in a drawing a unbiased, sorry, a biased references, inferences. Okay, it means that friends, just I want to tell you that, okay, consideration in the thing is that, in briefly I will explain, I will give one conclusion here with my experience. I will tell you. Whenever we want to collect the data, okay, friends, collecting the cancer images is very difficult. I thought that I spent some time here, friends. I visited to the all the cancer hospitals. I searched in the internet. Everywhere I spent. Okay, everyone is, first of all, they are telling that they are not allowing to share the information. Also, afterwards I requested the doctors. I visited the research centers also. Everywhere I got some slides. Okay, I took the pictures from that. No use at all. Class. Now again I spent that one. I read around 5 to 6 papers. Somewhere in the middle, no, they mentioned, okay, this kind of database is available in the US. We can get the images. Oh, I read about that data center, research center, cancer research center. I got that. Okay, means that I have a necessary skills to collect the data. I should have necessary skills to analyze also. First, what I have spent time for this research center session, that time only I came to know that this kind of images are not going to be helped to implement my project. collected that one, what kind of images are available. Okay, I spent some money on that. Okay, clear cut idea I have taken first. Afterwards, once I taken this one, no, I not do for the scientific discipline for that. Okay, as per my knowledge, basic knowledge, I started categorizing the data. Okay, this is required, this is required. Okay, all these data for heavy databases are there. I kept somewhere the many data I have taken. Okay, do some designing survey also. I have formed some so many self questions to analyze the data. Okay, this is required. Okay, okay, this is not required, this is required. Okay, data quality should be this much. Okay, once you segmented, which area you are going to get segmented. Okay, why, whether should I give whole image, all these things I studied. Then at the end I come to know that this is required. Okay, this kind of analysis I required. Okay, then I give an input for my project. Okay friends, this is all about the data analysis. Okay, if you are having any queries, please let me know that. Thank you.